What is up, people? This is me, Spec Football 24, coming off the aftermath of the Philadelphia Eagles versus Dallas Cowboys game. Philadelphia Eagles beat the Eagles 29 to, I think, 23. So, I'm going to get to it real quick. Real quick. Because, honestly, I'm still pissed off at this game. Now, should I be mad? No, not really, because this is the thing. We was expecting the Eagles to be in a rebuilding year anyway. But why am I mad? Is because of the fact the Eagles had 3 to 4 opportunities to put this game away, and they didn't do it. Let me get to a real first on the cons real quick. Doug Peterson, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck was that? Now, I understand this, and this is one thing I definitely can't wait for the 2017 draft for. 2017 draft, without that first round pick, it better be best player available. Whether it's running back, whether it's wide receiver, whether it's cornerback. Definitely has to be between cornerback and running back. And not only has to be best player available, but it has to be a position in need. Because we need it badly. This game, Darren Sproles went off this game. Nobody expected that. I didn't expect that. I don't even think I have Darren Sproles in my fantasy expected to put up as much yards as he did today. Ryan Matthews didn't do anything. He wasn't even in the game. That says a lot about our running back position right now. And Doug Peterson is saying, "Oh, coming into the season, we're gonna go run back by committee." But I'm like, no, you don't. You don't need to go run back by committee. You need a star running back. Sorry about my phone going off. You need a star running back. You need a star wide receiver. You need these pieces on the team. We saw exactly what happened. Carson Wentz did all he could in this game with a running back that's 33 years old and it's like his 12th year in the league. Wide receivers that did not show up at all this game. That did not make a play. They did not make a play when it was needed. Zach Ertz, where was he? I said before last week about Zach Ertz. I said, yo, Zach Ertz does not deserve that contract. Zach Ertz, he's never going to break out. This is the best game for him to break out versus that Dallas Cowboys defense that was struggling today, and he didn't even do it. He was nowhere to be found. I said it once about Zach Ertz. I'll say it again. That dude, he's never going to break out. He doesn't deserve his contract. Don't worry, he's not the only one that does not deserve his contract, and I'll get to him in a little bit. Dorial Green Beckham, he had an okay game, but other than that, those drops were hurting. That's not good either. Dropped crucial balls. He dropped on a slant route. I'm like, oh my goodness. That was cringeworthy to watch. Jordan Matthews, he caught a few balls here and there. He dropped one crucial ball, and he's nowhere to be found. When the Eagles need a big play, there's nobody there to make it. Why? We don't have the pieces. We don't have anyone that could stretch the field. DGB could be the guy to stretch the field, but this is the problem. Doug Peterson didn't even bother to go deep the whole game. He only went deep. Like, the only play I would really count as him going deep was that that one little slant fade pattern to Jordan Matthews, and he dropped it. If that's what you call going deep, okay. Other than that, he didn't go deep the whole game. That's crazy. He made those Dallas Cowboys cornerbacks look like they were Revis and Sherman all on both sides. Same team, basically. Where if you throw a deep ball, then they're just going to pick it off. It is amazing how we have a 6'5" receiver and we're not throwing it deep to him. We're not even using him in the goal line fades. What the fuck do you have him there for? Only seen a goal line fade on DGB one time. That was in the preseason versus the Colts. Other than that, we haven't seen it since. What's the point of having a 6'5" receiver if you're not going to use him? So, the positives for this game, Big V actually had a solid game. Again. And it's crazy. It's crazy how it's crazy, man. Everybody came down on him. I came down on him a couple weeks ago versus that Redskins game, but all of a sudden he's getting a little bit better. And that's a good thing. As long as I don't hear anything happening with you, that means you're doing a good job. So, there's that. But yeah, the cons are just, it outweigh so much of the bad. I mean, Darren Sproles, that's one thing to look at for the future as well. Darren Sproles having that kind of game that he had running through small holes and shit, I can only imagine what would happen when we get Christian McCaffrey on this team. I can only imagine. We can go wide receiver in the second round if we wanted to. It's insane at how good Darren Sproles played this game. But it really did show. It really did show what happen when you got a guy like him. So I can't wait soon. Hopefully Christian McCaffrey, Carson Wentz, that's the duo of a lifetime. There's them, and then for the wide receiver core, you know what I would do to address the wide receiving core? I would either trade for Alshon Jeffrey, which in this case, I'll be willing to give up that first round pick and say, screw it, we can go and get a running back in the second round. I'll be willing to trade a first round pick for Alshon Jeffrey right now. That's how bad our wide receivers played this game. I just cannot stop talking about them because of how bad they played. It's because of that. That is because of what led to what happened with Dallas this game. I mean, the defense can only do so much to stop Dak Prescott, to stop that Cowboys offense. They can only do so much. But this is the thing. Jim Schwartz, he's not off the hook either. Because why the fuck do you have Nolan Carroll one-on-one versus Des Bryant? Period. Throughout the whole play. Why? This is exactly why you brought in Rodney McLeod and you brought in Malcolm Jenkins. This is exactly why you brought him in. So they can play two deep safety. That way they can go back and defend Des Bryant whenever need be. Because you already know, Nolan Carroll, he's going to need help. He's not Revis. Sure as hell not Revis, since you're leaving him out there on the island. Those deep balls that Dak Prescott was taking, I couldn't blame him. Because we all know damn well Nolan Carroll is not no Revis. We know that. So I'm wondering, like, why? Why would you do that? Him, and of course you got Jason Witten out there. It was sooner or later from that game-winning touchdown. It was sooner or later he was going to catch a mean one. And he did exactly that. Caught one right in the end zone, wide open. So, man, I don't know what to say for this game. I really don't. It's crazy because I knew as soon as Doug Pearson called that stupid screenplay to Darren Sproles, it was over right then and there. Because I don't get it for the life of me. Why the fuck didn't you run the ball? It was 2nd and 3. No, sorry, it's 2nd and 3, 3rd and 3. Why the fuck didn't you run the ball? If you're not going to get the first down, at least you're going to get is 3 points out of it. Cam Sturgis kicked the 55-yard field goal, made it. So then again, if Darren Sproles would have failed, which, let's be honest, he has like from where he was at, he probably would have failed. Cowboys was expecting a run. You know I was expecting to run that entire time. 3rd and 3, they're going to expect a run. But it's the thing, even though they was expecting a run, they was not stopping him. So this is the thing. At worst, even if he failed, you can kick a 53-yard field goal, go up by 3. In fact, we wouldn't even be talking about this right now. We wouldn't be talking about this game right now. We would have won the game. Doug Pearson called like 10 screenplays this game. Now, like I said before, I understand that our wide receivers are ass, but damn, don't call the same play 10 times in a row when it's obvious the defense is gonna know what's coming every time, and they knew it was coming. It was like Chip Kelly's offense, but slower in this game. It's fucking insane how it went to that fucking screenplays. So for me, man, look, I don't know what to say. Defensive line, they had a good game, but this is who I need to get at. Vinny Curry, where the fuck are you at? Fletcher Cox, where the fuck are you at? I can't believe I'm saying this. Fletcher Cox was nowhere this game. Outside of stopping Zeke Elliott, he only got like a couple hurries on Dak Prescott. That was it. We expect you to be fucking dominant, bro. We paid you that $100 million contract. You was nowhere to be found throughout these past few weeks. Where the fuck are you at? Brandon Graham getting paid less than all y'all motherfuckers, and he's putting up work. Setting the edge, doing everything he can to sack Dak Prescott. And not Dak Prescott, every quarterback. It's crazy. It's not even close that Brandon Graham is the best player right now on the defense. Not even close. And it's really a shame. We expected more from Fletcher Cox coming into this season. Getting paid that contract, going back to your natural scheme, and the only thing you've been doing is doing Benny Logan's work of run stopping. We don't need you doing that. We need you rushing the freaking passer. We need you helping Brandon Graham. Nowhere to be found. Linebackers, I can only say so much about it. It's crazy because they didn't even really have much of a bad game outside of a few missed tackles, which is unrespectable because Zeke Elliott is a big fucking dude, but at the same time, you got to make these tackles when it matter. Michael Kendricks, I guess he was quiet today. He only made a couple tackles here and there. Jordan Hicks had a solid game. He can only do so much. It's got to be a whole freaking team effort. That's why that goes on the whole defense, Jim Schwartz included. Jim Schwartz, what the fuck? One-on-one coverage with Des Bryant, you know damn well you better have a safety over the top because if you don't, he's going to go deep. I hope he learns from this, especially if Jim Schwartz. You think by now he would have learned from this. This is not you being at Buffalo anymore. You're not in Buffalo anymore. You're not in Detroit anymore. This is fucking Philadelphia, man. If we see shit clear right in front of our eyes, you got to go up there and you got to make this shit adjustments. If we can see the shit, we know damn well you can see it. Don't be stubborn and just trust in your fucking corners. These the below average corners. Or better yet, mediocre corners. It's amazing how we said coming into this season, these corners were ass. That still tends to be true. But this is the thing. I don't even know what the fuck to go after right now in 2017 draft. I don't know if I want to go after cornerback. I don't know if I want to go after wide receiver. I don't know if I want to go after running back. Those are 3 positions of needs right now. And please, people, please don't give me that bullshit talking about, we don't need to get running back in the first round. No, fuck out of here. Because we need playmakers right now on the offensive side of the ball. Now y'all see why I want Christian McCaffrey on the fucking team. Now y'all see why I would want Jordan Lewis on the defensive side of the ball. Now y'all see why I would want like Corey Davis or James Washington on the offensive side of the ball. If this game didn't prove it enough, I don't know what will. But this is what I do know. Thank God we got that first round pick. Because then if we didn't have that first round pick and we still had Bradford around, this game could have turned out a hell of a lot more worse, especially since Bradford loves to stay in the pocket. So, I don't know what to say, man. I really don't. Eagles, you played shitty. Doug Pearson, well, I can't even say Eagles played shitty. More like Eagles did the best they could, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You can only do so much. Offense, Doug Pearson, what the fuck was you doing, bro? That's all I gotta say. That's all everybody is saying. What the fuck was you doing this game? Screen pass is not gonna fucking work. They're gonna read that shit. If the least you can do is mix that shit up, and I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. Especially with the whole Dorial Green Beckham thing. You have a 6'5" receiver. Throw him the fucking ball. And if he doesn't get it, the worst it's gonna be is an incomplete. At either that, the worst it's gonna be is an incomplete. He's not gonna have the defender intercept the ball, and at best it's either gonna be a defensive pass interference or it's gonna be a caught ball. So I just don't get the Eagles, man. I don't get it. This is a lot of anger that I really had to let out. Not because of the fact that I'm mad the Eagles lost, because I'm mad at the fact that you lose a game that you really could have won. The Cowboys should be, 5-2 right now. They should not be 6-1. But you let your dumb shit get in the way and they're 6-1. I knew as soon as it went down to overtime, it's a wrap for the Eagles. It's a wrap. That defense got no more left in the tank. Just like that. Just like that. Proven right once again. This Eagles team is a good thing they're in a rebuilding year. So guess what, people? When the Eagles lose, look who you got to blame it on. Got to blame it on Chip Kelly for him being an asshole for having the players that he has right now on the offensive side of the ball. You got to blame him. But hey, he's about to be fired anyway from San Francisco, so you won't have to worry about that. You have to blame Howie Roseman for not going up there and trying to trade for a wide receiver. Now, if this game doesn't prove you don't trade for a wide receiver, I don't know what the fuck will. You better work your ass off to get Alshon Jeffrey. You better work your ass off to get Torrey Smith. I don't give a fuck. Bring one of them here. They're going to contribute here. By the way, Nelson Aguilar, your ass need to go. You haven't been doing shit since Chip drafted you. You haven't been doing shit. You only make the same here as everybody else. Make a couple catches here and there. You're nowhere to be found. And you're no deep threat. I laughed my ass off when I saw in the Eagles Reddit when someone said that Nelson Aguilar's a deep threat. I'm like, bitch, how is he a deep threat? How much separation does he gain from being a deep threat? Not much. 4.33 speed don't look like it. Look like your ass run a 4.35. You're fucking slow as shit for a wide receiver that's supposed to be 6 foot. 6'2", whatever it is. Mainly 6 foot, but still. 4.33 speed? I don't fucking see it. 4.4 speed? I don't fucking see it. No separation at all. Zach Ertz, you nowhere to be found. We gave you like a $40 million contract, nowhere to be found. The only one earning that money on that offensive side of the ball is Brandon Brooks. That's it. He's the only guy earning his money. On the offensive side of the ball, Lane Johnson suspended because he's being a fucking dickhead for PEDs. Zach Ertz can't fucking contribute when it matters. Ryan Matthews deserves to be let go. I mean, Jordan Matthews, luckily, he's still in his rookie year, but I have a feeling by the time he gets another contract, he's going to be the same as Ertz. Jason Kelce needs to fucking go. There's so many issues on the offensive side of the ball. You wonder why Wentz was dinking and dunking the whole fucking game. You wonder why Doug Pearson was calling screenplays 10 times a game. At the same time, I want to get mad at Doug Pearson, but at the same time, I can't fucking blame him. Because he can only do so much with a shitty core of offensive players. That's all I got to say, people. I'll catch y'all later. I'm just too mad. Hopefully it'll blow over by the time I finish playing Titanfall 2. Hopefully it'll blow over by the time I finish waking up in the morning. So, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.